As Marshal of the University, it is my honor to declare open the proceedings of the 534th Convocation of the University of Chicago.
As the Marshal has just announced, today's ceremony is the 534th time the University of Chicago has assembled for a convocation. Although today marks the conclusion of your studies, it is not the end of your relationship with this university, but rather the beginning of a lifelong connection. You are and always will be members of the University of Chicago community.
It is my privilege to address you today as you sit poised to accept your hard-earned degrees. Ordinarily, these degrees are hard-earned, but at this moment in June of 2021, with a year and a half of a global pandemic behind us, and who knows what in front of us, hard-earned barely describes your accomplishment. Every one of you, even if you've been spared direct contact with COVID, has had to do without the normal routines of higher education and collegiate life. You have instead endured endless hours on the soul-sucking platforms of Zoom, Canvas, Panopto, Slack, and Google Meet, and you may perhaps have never seen classmates or professors below the neck. I know I can speak for all of the faculty in saying how much we admire and wonder at your extraordinary focus, resilience, and perseverance. The good news is that your experience at the University of Chicago prepares you to face our current predicament in ways that will actually make a difference.
At this time, the sponsors of the honorary degree candidates will present the candidates for honorary degrees to the president of the university.
Paul William Brummer is one of the most influential physical chemists of our time and is recognized worldwide as one of the leaders in the development of methods to actively control molecular dynamics.
Dominique Charpin is widely acknowledged as the leading expert in the history and epigraphy of ancient Syria and Babylonia, and the most important living scholar of the ancient Near East. His specialty is cuneiform inscriptions and documents, and these have led him to produce editions of primary materials and studies of historical, political, and cultural problems.
Jeff Cheeger is a mathematician whose insights and contributions have been fundamental in shaping the direction of large tracts of modern geometry. His work is distinguished by his many foundational and visionary contributions that have opened up entirely new and anticipated areas for exploration.
Jennifer A. Doudna is best known for her contributions and impact in two major scholarly fields, that of her pioneering biochemical and structural work on the enzymatic properties of RNA in the context of ribozymes, and the RNA cleavage system called DICER.
Charles L. Kane is one of the most influential contemporary theoretical physicists. More than anyone else, he is responsible for the creation and development of the field of topological insulators and topological superconductors. His breakthrough discoveries have changed the course of condensed matter physics and have had a great impact on other fields such as quantum field theory and quantum computation.
Françoise Lavocat is one of the most dynamic and brilliant scholars of fiction working today. A comparatist whose work crosses linguistic, historical, and disciplinary boundaries, she has in recent years cemented her international reputation as one of the foremost theorists of fiction and fictionality. She has also demonstrated the courage to defend a stance that goes against the grain, with a commitment to the subtle and nuanced distinction between fact and fiction in literature as well as in other cultural practices.
For the Quantrell Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching, Sally Hahn Batovinik, Associate Professor, Department of Molecular Genetics and Cell Biology, and the College. Patrick Jagoda, Professor, Department of English Language and Literature, Department of Cinema and Media Studies, and the College. Jonathan Lyon, Associate Professor, Department of History, and the College. Ada Palmer, Associate Professor, Department of History, and the College. Blaise Neubauer Family Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, and the college. For the Faculty Award for Excellence in Graduate Teaching and Mentoring, Dan Arnold, Associate Professor of the Philosophy of Religions, Divinity School, and the college. Persis Burlekamp, Associate Professor, Department of Art History, and the college. Daniel C. Fabrici, Associate Professor, Department of Astronomy and Astrophysics, and the college. Daniel Morgan, Professor, Department of Cinema and Media Studies, and the college. Chair, Department of Cinema and Media Studies. Monica Nalepa, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, and the college.
I'm presenting candidates for the degree of Master of Science in programs in the Division of the Biological Sciences and the Pritzker School of Medicine. Mr. President, these students have completed the program of studies prescribed by the faculty of the Division of the Biological Sciences and the Pritzker School of Medicine, and the special programs approved by their departments. I now have the honor to present them as candidates for the degree of Master of Science.
I am presenting candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in programs in the Crown Family School of Social Work, Policy, and Practice. Mr. President, these students have completed the program of studies prescribed by the faculty of the Crown Family School of Social Work, Policy, and Practice. I now have the honor to present them as candidates for the degree of Master of Arts.
I am presenting candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Harris School. Mr. President, each of these students I now present has attained scholarly distinction in advanced studies and has prepared a dissertation that contributes to knowledge in a particular field of research. On behalf of the faculty of the Irving B. Harris Graduate School of Public Policy Studies, I have the honor to present them as candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Mr. President, these students I now present have completed a program of advanced study prescribed by the faculty of the law school and have submitted a dissertation which is an original contribution to legal knowledge. I have the honor to present them as candidates for the degree of Doctor of Jurisprudence.
I am presenting candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in programs in the college. Mr. President, these students have completed the prescribed program of undergraduate studies. On behalf of the faculty of the college, I now have the honor to present them as candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science.
University of Chicago College Class of 2021. By virtue of the authority delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, and welcome you to the Fellowship of Educated Individuals. Congratulations. To all degree recipients, please accept my congratulations for all you have achieved, and I wish you all good health, fortune, and happiness in the years ahead. Enjoy your coming adventures wherever they may lead you.
This now concludes the 534th Convocation of the University of Chicago. Crescat scientia vita excalator. Let knowledge grow from more to more, and so be human life enriched.